We're currently giving away over $800 worth of knives in the Hyperion Discord server. Join the server and head on over to the giveaways channel to learn more about how to enter. Link is in the description below. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Today we are proud to introduce Hyperion V2. So this is what the menu looks like for anybody that's wondering. We're going to go through everything in the cheat right now. If you guys want to check out the update log, I'll leave a link to the forum in the description below. But right now we're just going to go through everything in the cheat, not necessarily just the things that are new. But holy shit, guys, we have been working on this for a while now, and some things aren't completely implemented yet. We just want to push this as quick as possible for you guys because I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for it for a while. So there are still more updates to come in the future, but let's go over what we have right now. So obviously we have changed the UI quite a bit. I think the new UI design looks great, and it still has the old functionalities that the old menu has, like this, being able to open and close the chat box. And you can also resize the menu now, which is kind of cool. So let's go ahead and start on the menu tab over here. We've got a new layout for the menu tab. As you guys can see, this is my local file here. So these are all my local configs. And we have new icons as well up here. The cloud is for the cloud config system. The plus is to add new configs. This icon right here is to rename configs. This is to load configs, and this is to save configs. More than likely, we'll add some things so that if you hover over these, it'll show what they do, not just have icons, but that's not implemented just yet. And if we head over to the cloud config system, this icon right here brings you back to local. This will refresh the list of all the configs in the cloud, and this is your download button right here. So that's the config tab. Nothing too crazy in here. Let's go ahead and move over to Misc. Of course, we have our B hop. You can activate it, set your max amount of hops and your fail rate, and we of course have the auto strafer in the cheat as well. For jumping, we have edge jump, and up here in stopping, you have your slow walk speed, and quick stop. And in extras, we have block bot, which you can either choose dynamic or lock direction, the hotkey for the block bot, quick duck, and slide walk. Moving on to recordings, this is what the new menu for the movement recorder is. Again, similar to the V1 menu, but obviously redesigned as well. And of course, we still have the cloud functionality in here as well. For anybody that's wondering, this is what it looks like in action right here on screen. Up next, we have the grenade helper. Again, similar to the V1, but obviously redesigned, and we have the same functionality in there as well. And this is what it looks like in action. Moving on to Antiaim, we have our legit AA section. You can obviously activate it and set a bind to manually change the side, and you can have side arrow indicators. We have our legit AA resolver in the cheat as well still, and of course fake lag, which goes up to 15 ticks. Moving on to the inventory changer, we redesigned this quite a bit. So now instead of having two separate tabs for the inventory changer, it's all in one. So in order to add a skin, you go over to weapons and you can find the weapon that you want to add. Let's just add an M4. You can see a list of all these skins right over here, and you can also check on this universal skins feature so you can have any finish on any weapon on the M4 or any other weapon that you want. So for example, let's just do the Abyss, and you can see it in the live preview over here. You can also add stickers with a search feature right here. So let's just go ahead, add a Titan Hollow. You can change the wear value of the skin, the stat track amount. Of course, you can also change the seed. You can set a custom name tag, and you can change the pearlescent value of the skin. You can turn on color override and make the skin souvenir if you'd like. Now, if we go ahead and add this skin, you can see at the bottom of our inventory right here, it is added, and it's also added within our CSGO inventory. There it is right here. Now, if we want to edit this skin, let's just say that we don't want the stickers. You can select the skin in your inventory, delete all of these, save it, and now when we go back in, you have a new version of the M4. Moving on to other over here, we have auto attack, which consists of auto pistol. You can set a delay, the knife bot, and the Zeus bot. We also have spammers over here, such as clan tag changer. You can also set a custom clan tag. You can set set a chat spam, unrestricted chat box, and disable chat click. In hits, we have the hit sound. You can also change the hit sound volume, preserve kill feed, bullet beams, bullet impacts, and ragdoll impulse. In extras, you have auto accept, cloud radar, which by the way has a complete new design, and I'll show that on screen right now for anybody that's wondering. Reveal ranks, reveal votes, UI color, which changes the color of the UI, and stream proof. Moving on to visuals here, we have our visual preview right here, and in general you can set a hotkey. You can also filter the ESP, and you can check on dormant. In ESP we have name, box corners, which lets you change the box corners like that. The box radius, which lets you round out the box. We have box fill, which I have on right now. If I turn it off, it's pretty apparent. We also have health bar, flags, ammo bar, and held weapon. And everything on the ESP preview is completely movable. You can move anything around wherever you'd like. In effects, we have engine radar, skeleton, D-lights, steps, off-screen arrows and lines, and glow on hit. Moving on to Chams over here. We currently have 7 different Cham types in Hyperion: overlay, textured, flat, reflective, multicolored, candy, and silhouette. You can also, of course, set friendly Chams as well. You can toggle whether or not they are seen through walls. You can also set up overlays. For example, if I turn on scanning, you can see it on this guy right over here. We, of course, have glow, and we have outline glow, which looks like that, and body glow, which looks like that. You can also change the color for hidden glow. In local player, you can change the material of your local player and select an overlay. You can have desync Chams, fake lag Chams, and glow. And on your hands and weapon, you can have Chams and Cham overlays. So for example, right now on my hands and weapon, I have the scanning overlay. Moving on to world, we have an ESP section up here. We have grenade ESP, weapon ESP, bomb ESP, and diffuser ESP. We also have grenades, and we have the spread for different grenades. And you can set custom colors for the fire spread or the smoke spread. We have grenade prediction and grenade warnings. We have bomb timer, and we have a windowed bomb timer and a sidebar bomb timer. Event log, so this will give you all the info that you need in a game. In removals, we have no scope border, disable post processing. You can also set different weather types. I'll put a few videos on screen now. You can remove flash, smoke, and fog, and you can also remove things from your view model and remove different players. In modulation, we have world color, fog override, which you can set a custom color, the fog start, and the fog length. You can also change the skybox and set a custom color to the skybox, as well as use your own custom skybox if you have them available. We have sunset mode built in now, and honestly, I just love sunset mode. It looks so cool on Mirage specifically. For smoke, we have color and wireframe, and you can change the color of how it's modulated, obviously. Same thing with the fire. We have color, rainbow, and wireframe, and you can change the color. We also have bloom, night mode, and full bright. Moving on to other, in our camera section right here, we have your debug FOV, which is your FOV in game. Ignore zoom, your third person distance with, of course, your bind, so you can actually, go third person. And we have free cam as well. In hit markers, you can either set a 2D, a 3D, or a damage hit marker. You can set an FOV circle, which just shows your FOV on your aimbot. You can force the sniper crosshair and recoil crosshair, which shows where your recoil is going. In effects, we have damage sparks. If you turn these on and shoot an enemy, as you can see, you get these cool sparks around them. I think they look pretty cool. And of course, your view model is completely customizable. However you like your view model to look, you can make it however you want, even if you want the gun pointing all the way at the ground. And of course, we can get the Steve view model going as well, all the way upside down. Perfect. You can also change your aspect ratio however you'd like, and you can have it so your knife switches to your other hand. In extras, we have show binds, which shows your binds list, show spectators, which shows your spectator list up here, and show grenade landing, which is basically grenade cam, and I'll show you guys that right now. All right, that's enough of the visual tab. Let's move on to the legit tab now. In legit tab, you can select specific weapons. So for example, I have my default pistol aimbot like this, but my deagle, I like to have 0 smoothing on with a lower FOV. That's just me personally, so you can override it and have different aimbot settings on the deagle rather than everything else. In aimbot, we obviously have activate, and you can set a hotkey. You can select different hitboxes: head, neck, chest, waist, arms, and legs. You can also set the target priority to closest, damage, head, chest, and waist. You can set your FOV all the way from 0 to 15, and you can put your smoothing from 0 to 100, and you can change your smoothing type to either constant or acceleration. We also have silent aim in the cheat, as well as backtrack going all the way up to 400 ms. Moving on to targeting down here, we can select how the aimbot is targeted. So if you want the aimbot to target the player when flashed through a smoke or through a wall, you can select all of those. We also have auto stop here and auto shoot with your hit chance and min damage. This section is more for semi-raging, not legit cheating, just an FYI, but you can semi-rage with Hyperion and it actually doesn't do too bad, so maybe give it a try, guys. Up here we have RCS. You can change the X strength and the Y strength. You can also set a custom amount of smoothing, and you can set it from 0 to 5 shots before the RCS kicks in. And finally, in legit, we have trigger bot. You can activate the trigger bot, set a hotkey for it. You can select all of the hitboxes, the target priority. You can also select a delay from 0 to 250 ms. You can select a burst so it doesn't completely spray out of control, auto stop, FOV, smoothing, and smoothing type. So that's a basic overview of Hyperion V2. I'm going to give you guys some little insight to some of the stuff that is new that I haven't talked about yet. So some special features we have added to the cheat is a search function. So you guys can search for whatever feature you're looking for in the cheat. We've also redesigned the chat box to be a little bit more clean and minimal. Shout out to everybody on this list, by the way. You guys are all legends. And of course, we have the profile down here in the bottom left with whatever subscription you have at the time, and links to my YouTube channel, the Hyperion forum, and the Hyperion Discord. And I think these icons really tie the menu in together like super nicely. I was in charge of getting all these icons, so maybe I'm a little bit biased when I say that, but I think they're pretty cool personally. Editing No Hyper here. I forgot to tell you guys that we're also changing the loader for Hyperion V2. It might not be out right when this video releases, but here's a video of how it's looking so far, and hopefully it'll be out sooner than later. Okay, back to the video. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about Hyperion V2 in the comments section down below. We've worked really hard on it, so if you guys have any suggestions or any positive feedback to give, feel free to. It'd be much appreciated. But until next time, thank you guys for watching, and I'll be live in about 2 hours. I believe this video is going up at noon EST, so I'll be live at about 2 p.m. EST trying out Hyperion V2 live on stream. All right, thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see y'all later. Peace out, boys.